Hello, welcome. My name is Patrick Sebastian. Welcome to this counseling session. This is a Christian counseling session. How are you doing today?
I'm good, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's great to hear. In this counseling session, I'll be counseling you based on biblical perspectives, Christian morals and ethics, and also we have an initial intake form as well. So I would request you to fill this form. This form is nothing but you need to fill your personal details and also your background as well. So fill this form and let me know. We can go from there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. So your name is Anup David,
Yes.
right? Yes. So Anup, I want to let you know the informations that you've given in this form, and also the things that you're going to say, the information that you're going to share with me. It's going to be confidential. I'll make sure that these informations will be between us. Okay. And not just that, we also have a consent form as well. So it's nothing but you can go through the terms and conditions, right? Read through it. If you're okay with it, it's nothing but the legalities, right? Go through it. If you're okay with it, you can sign it. Okay. So these are the consent form. Go through it, please.
So I should sign here.
Yes, you need to sign it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. David. So, Mr. David, this is a Christian counseling session. My name is Patrick Sebastian. Why are you here?
As I mentioned in that form, I'm here in my student permit, study permit.
Okay.
I also did kind of some theological degrees from India. So I came here to earn my master's in social work, the master program. So I want to work with drug addiction, especially concentrating on addiction kind of thing, drug addiction and everything. I was doing my studies in India. Then I was working with the church and everything. I was more involved in ministry and everything. Now I am here as a student. I am studying on that the particular subject, and I am married. My wife, and I'm blessed with 2 boys.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Mainly, I miss my family because my mother is undergoing cancer treatment. She's out of danger. She's responding to the treatment and everything well. She's healthy and everyone. And I have my cousin brother also with me back at home. So we grew up together. He's like my brother. He's also undergoing the treatment for the colon cancer. It was a genetic issue which happened to his from his maternal, from his mother's family. He lost his mother years back when we were so young, and he lost his 2 maternal uncles, the same issue, and now he is diagnosed with the same issue. So I am here. I am supporting my family financially and morally, but I know that I should be with my family as a person. I have my brother, my younger one, and he's taking care of the family, but he's struggling to deal with a lot of things with his job. He's in a responsible position in a provincial government. He has to take care of the job, his own job, and he has to take care of my mom and my cousins' hospital treatment and everything. And my wife, she's also staying with my mother, and she has to take care of my family back in home. And we have 2 boys, and she has to take care of the boys. So one thing that I miss my family a lot. And moreover that back at home I was doing good in Christian ministry and my spiritual life, my personal devotion and everything. Here I am not able to do that. I'm working long shifts. When I come home, I do the devotion, I do the prayer, but I feel that that's not good enough. I was doing better the past days. Once I moved over here in Canada, I'm not getting that that satisfaction, the spiritual satisfaction. I'm not getting that one. I like to read Bible. I like to read Bible. I like to read Bible and make notes. Sometimes I will be into the Bible, reading, making notes. It's personal life, not for preaching. That is something else. But this is for my personal edification, my spiritual life. But here I don't know. I'm not doing that. That's why I do that, but not that in a very deep, intense way that I used to do in my past life. So I feel that I'm guilty on that.
So when did you come to Canada?
I came here in 2021 September.
2021.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was life before you came to Canada, and how was life after you came to Canada? What is the difference that you see?
So I got married in 2016, and my decision was to be fully involved in Christian ministry. So that's the area that I am struggling. I dedicated myself for ministry. I made a I dedicated myself for Christian ministry, and back in India I was doing that full time. I was working with Christian organization, church, youth, counseling, that kind of thing. But here I don't find any of these things. I felt that I'm totally burnt out, no more energy to move forward. So because of when I look into my past life, I was doing Christian ministry. Here I don't feel that I am doing Christian ministry. So kind of a guilt feeling is poking me. It's kind of it is disturbing me.
I understand. Yeah.
So I feel that I gave a promise to my God, and I am not doing that. It's kind of a guilt feeling.
I understand.
So I am breaking my promise to God. I'm not faithful to God. I'm not reading Bible. For me, reading Bible is reading 10 chapters or 15 chapters, something like that. Praying 2-3 hours together. Listening to God's voice. But here, it's not happening. I'm just so that I think that I'm just become a worldly man. I'm not in touch with God. I don't know what to say. I'm away from God. Something like that. I become I don't know. That's the thing. And when I got married, so my wife was a great support for my ministry, and we blessed with 2 boys. And with my family, I was good, and we were doing ministry. And when I came here, my kids were very young, and when I talked to them through video call and everything, so my children, my kids, they always say that we miss you, we want to be with you. When are you going to take you with you, or are you going to come back? That question is also pricking me. It's also questioning, am I a good father? Am I a good husband? So since my mother is undergoing the treatment and everything, I think I should be there as a son. It's my responsibility to take care of my mother. But but I'm not, I'm just giving a moral support. I'm supporting her financially as well. But as a son, I should be with her as a son, when she's in need, for taking her to hospital. When she needed help, so I should be there. That is also giving a guilt feeling that I am not a dutiful son. I became so irresponsible. These are the things is going in my mind. This is everything is affecting my spiritual life. I think that's the reason. Even though I get time also, I'm not able to do my previous my personal spiritual life. I just giving only some very few minutes. I can feel that okay, I'm done with kind of thing. But I know no, that's not the right thing. I know, but I don't know how to come out of this one. I want to nurture my spiritual life. I want to regain my devotional life, where I like to read Bible. I want to spend the time with reading Bible, the personal study and everything. That's a main issue that I'm struggling with. So because of that, sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I may kind of losing my temper. So previously, I used to think, I used to pray for taking a decision. Now I am rushing to take the decision, and I don't feel that is that the will of God, I'm doing good or something like that. So I am not seeking the face of God. I'm not listening. I'm not hearing the voice of God. That's the main area. So I'm estranged from the spiritual world. I'm going to moving somewhere. I'm not sure what I'm doing. So I need, especially this is a thing that I'm struggling a lot. Yeah,
I understand. Yeah. So Anup, talk me through your day. Like, what do you do in a day? You said you're a student, and do you also work? How much time do you spend on yourself? How much time do you spend with your family? So tell me more about that.
So if you're asking about my daily routine, so I woke up at every 4:45, and I will be fresh up myself, and I'll be going for my work. I travel using the public transport system, so I will be taking the bus by 5:20 a.m. So my work starts at 7:45. So I'll be reaching my work site by 7:10 or 7:15.
Okay.
Then I will have my breakfast, and I will be starting my shift, my work by 7:45.
Okay.
Then in between 9:30 to 10:30, I'll take my break. Then I will talk to my family over the phone, WhatsApp video call, or some video call or something like that. I will talk to my wife, my kids, my family members, kind of 20 to 30 minutes. So I will take the 30 minutes break. So I will spend time in there to talk to my family. But after the call also, I feel very guilty because I am away from them. So I was thinking of bringing my family, and I hope that I wish that I could bring my family by this summer vacation. But since the financial issues are going on around, the recession is going around, so I found out that it is too difficult to get a job for my wife. So if I bring my wife, I will be in a very difficult financial situation with my limited income. So I won't be able to support my family, and my work schedule is kind of, I will be waking up 4:45 in the morning. I will come back home by 11:15. So I don't get time to spend with my family. If I bring my family, I won't get a time to perform my role as a husband, and I will be a failure to my be a good father to my kids. So that's some I have the insecurity feeling, kind of what we say, kind of a hopelessness in the when I look forward, I don't find the hopeless. I don't find any hope. I don't have any hope to bring my family over here. You know, I am struggling over that. And my wife is okay. When I discuss, she's very supportive, and she said that okay, I will hold it back, and I will take care of kids one more year back at home. So she was, that's a blessing that I found. You know, she's good, and yeah, but.
Okay, is your wife working back home?
She was working since I am not there. She's not working.
Okay.
So she's taking care of our kids and my family as well. So since she's lot engaged with the family and everything, she's doing good in that. So that's also another thing. Because of me, and if I was there, that's also another problem. You know, thank you for asking that. That's also another kind of negative feeling that I'm dealing with. So before she was working, she's educated. She was working. So I gave the promise, you know, when we met, and I gave the promise that, you know, you won't be staying back at home, taking care of the kids and everything, and you will be working, you will be earning yourself, you will be an independent woman. But you know, I broke the promise in a sense. So when I moved here, she couldn't go for the job. So my kids are very young, so someone has to be there to take care of them. So she sacrificed herself. She's fully depending upon me, you know, especially finance and everything. So you know, that's also a kind of breaking the promise. You know, I gave the promise to my wife that, you know, I will you will have the freedom, you have the financial freedom, you have the freedom, kind of thing. Since I support her financially, I don't ask, you know, why you are spending money on this one. But I know I support her financially, but more of that, you know, that's not the matter. More of that, I gave the promise that, you know, I will let you know to let you to go for the work, and you will be earned by yourself. You will be an independent woman by yourself. But because I am here and she is there, so I kind of, it's a the promise is not you know.
So you are financially supporting her while she's taking care of the kids.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So tell me more about your work. Are you stressed at work?
My work, I'm working as a loss prevention officer, so we're working in plain clothes as a security officer. So that's another department where security services are using, providing the service to the store, you know, and everything. There will be, I'm working in a plain clothes. So I'll be checking for the people also are doing the shoplifting. So there's a protocol for that one, how to find a person who is stealing the products on the store. That's a kind of stressed kind of job, because I have to follow the rules and regulations to stop the person. If I miss the person, obviously there will be a question from the store management. Why you did not see that, or did you miss the thing? Sometimes we had to give the verbal explanation, or sometimes we had to give the written explanation. And if I did some mistake in stopping a person, then there's a chance for getting a legal notice from that person. So it's a kind of stress is there, but I never took that work stress to my home, you know. I will leave the stress there, but at the end of the day, I'm exhausted. Okay, so because of the work, I think physically I'm exhausted. Yeah.
So you're physically exhausted. How about so how long do you work?
It's okay. I work 3 days in a week. The full time, you know, 3 days full time. But other days I will take the short shifts and everything. But when I'm working the whole day, I will be my shift will be starting by 7:45 till 9:30, and you know, but for that, you know, I have to travel kind of almost 3 hours in a day.
Work?
Up and down. Yeah, up and down.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 hours in a day. So I'm not driving. I'm depending upon public transport system. So I had to wake up at 4:45, and I'll come back home by 11:15 p.m. in the night. So and I think that's also there, and since I am a student, my classes sometimes it will go till 9:45. So after that I will be reaching home by 10:30 or something like that. So that's the area, time management. I'm struggling over there. I have to manage the time, and I'm sleeping hardly 5 hours. And
So what time do you sleep?
okay, if I reach home before 12, I'll hit the bed. But I have to wake up at 4:45.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you have to travel for 1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said you're a student as well,
Yeah.
right? And you're working.
Yes.
I want to ask you, is there any financial situation, like there's lack of finance or anything like that?
Finance, okay, I'm managing. I'm not able to save anything for tomorrow. With the income, with the income, I'm able to meet my expense in Canada, and I have to support my family as well in India. So I am doing that one. I am spending money for my mom's treatment as well, my mom and my cousin's treatment as well.
So there's no problem financially. You're able to manage your studies financially, and you're able to support your family as
Financially, I'm okay. What I am getting, I'm happy with that one.
Okay.
So I never felt that I am struggling kind of thing. So I know how much income that I get in a month. So with that, I'm managing my finance and everything.
Okay.
So of course, sometimes there will be some issues, very negligible issues. So, but I am never bothered about my finance. Yeah.
Okay. So on a day, how much time do you spend on yourself?
My talking about my personal.
Your personal time, your hobbies, not cooking, not laundry, not anything else, but your time. How much time do you spend on
That's
yourself?
I think that's the area I'm struggling with. After all these things, through cooking, actually I don't get time. Truly, I think I don't get time. That's the reason I told you, in personal time when I don't have to think about anything, I like to read Bible. I like to read Bible. It's a personal study. I don't know. Because of the training which I got from my previous education. I like to read Bible. Actually, make notes. I have notebooks back at home. So where my personal devotion is there. So there are many notebooks. Here there is nothing. Here I have the electronic gadgets. There's no need to have the notebook. So I can put my notes there, but it's very few. It's very few notes. So I feel that it's a kind of, I'm feeling very guilty. I'm not doing good.
I understand. So number one, you said you wanted to focus on time management.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And also you said that you feel stressed at work, but you're not bringing that stress at home.
Yeah, no.
Right? And also you said that you wanted to bring your family here, so that you can spend more time with your family. So I wanted to ask you, how long will you be studying?
I think my studies will be over by 2025 April.
2025 April.
Yeah.
Okay. So I also noticed you said that you won't be working full time every day. Only for 3 days you'll be working full time, and then the remaining days you take minimum shifts.
But on that day, I have college. So the thing is, after the shift, I have to go to the college as well. So that means technically, I am occupied 6 days.
Okay.
And Sunday, I'll go to church. So here I am going to a church where the pastor is very helpful.
Okay.
In the sense, he's giving opportunity in the church to do the ministry. Sometimes I will be preaching, sometimes I will be conducting the Holy Supper, and sometimes I will be leading the singing session. Sometimes I will be dealing with the youth in the church, and sometimes I will give the exhortation for 10 to 15 minutes. So the so that is okay. That's same as like as I was doing back in India. My pastor here, he's well versed in Bible. He's a good speaker as well. But I don't get that the spiritual motivation or something like that. It's not because of my pastor. He's good. He's well versed in Bible. He prepared the sermon. He speaks well and everything. I know that. But even I am not getting the spiritual nourishment, the spiritual growth in that one. I think it's because of I am not doing my personal time with the God. I think
Yeah.
So that's what I feel. That's kind of a guilt feeling. I am doing wrong.
Right. Understand. So you are participating in activities in churches as well on a Sunday.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So number one, you stressed on time management.
Yeah.
Right.
Something like that. I think.
And also you said, have you ever felt depressed when on any day when after coming from work, when you're at home, have you felt loneliness? Have you felt any sort of depression when you're going back home? When you're staying here?
Yeah. So after talking to my kids at the night, usually when I see that they are engaged with my family back in home, with my mother, with my brother, with my cousin, I feel that I should be there. I can see them only for some minutes, right? So I miss them a lot. So then I feel crying, I feel that why I am here, just go back. And so that I can be with them. That's also another feeling that I am a good father or what. And my kids always ask me, Daddy, when are you going to take us with you? So are you going to come here? That's the kind of questions. It's always feeling me, I'm not doing good. So kind of a guilt feeling,
I understand. So Mr. David, I've taken notes on everything that you've said. You mentioned about time management.
Yes.
You also mentioned that you felt hopeless because you couldn't bring your family here in Canada.
Yes.
You also said that you felt stressed at work.
Yes.
And most importantly, your primary problem is your spiritual satisfaction.
Yes.
Right? So I've taken notes on this. Okay? Since it is a first counseling session, I've gathered the details that you've given. Your next session is on Friday next week. So how do you feel after sharing your burden to me?
So I felt that now I feel kind of there was someone to listen. You rightly point out some the issues which I am undergoing. Thank you for that. I believe that you can help me. So I'm looking forward to the next session. I feel kind of, I was so stressed. I don't know. I was kind of troubled. I was confused. So I got some kind of clarity. Kind of, I understood that you rightly figure out what's my issue. So I think you can help me.
Yes.
So I believe that so in coming sessions, you will give me solution or therapy or whatever it is.
Yes. So this is how. So first we'll figure out, the goals, short-term goals and long-term goals. Let's work on goals that are achievable. Okay, we'll work on that. But I've gathered all the information that you've given. Okay, on your next counseling session, we can work on your short-term goals, long-term goals, and we can go from there. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Anup. Thank you for sharing your life with me. Okay. God bless you. Thank you.